And we're back.
Welcome back to the summit.
We are on day 2, our final best of 3 of the day between Vici Gaming and Navi Gaming is in progress right now. I think the draft has already started. Jimmy, Boba,
what's up, dude?
Thanks for joining me for the cast again. You two look so
stunning.
Cool. Oh my goodness.
Do you need a hat too?
Holy
do you need a cap?
crap.
Do you need a
It
cap?
needs to be a Red Bull cap.
I can't
and
do
then
that,
I need Ray-Bans on the back too.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Show the Ray-Bans off.
That's way too cool. Holy.
Next week I tried it.
Oh my goodness.
Let's do this.
On my own accord.
Draft.
Oh, there I am.
Let's do this.
Draft for you.
That
I'm going drafts.
the producer doesn't like you.
Oh, we just started. I mean, I feel kind of. I remember listening at the beginning of the game. I thought Navi actually outdrafted Vici, saying 60-40 at the beginning. But I guess seeing as how the game flow went, I was wrong. So.
What about you, Boba? How do you feel about last game?
I mean, at first I thought Navi had a decent draft, but just what the things that happened just made it appear that they have no way to deal with the Morphling. So I don't want to say technically it was an outdraft, because I think maybe if they had a better support over the gyro, if they had the Moran as a core, maybe the game would have been better. They could have just snowballed. But just looking at the game and how it went, they had nothing to do with the Morphin. That was the bad part about their draft.
I would have liked support gyro. I think that would have been cool.
Maybe. He'd have to go boots, they'd have to go aggressive though.
Yeah, he can go aggressive. Yeah, I think I can hear you.
Navi, Dendi Invoker.
Cool.
This is one of those we pick the heroes. I kind of want to deny the enemy from getting the hero as well.
That's true. First phase Tinker ban. First Navi. Navi did win a couple games with Tinker. Dendi's Tinker's pretty boss.
Yeah. I don't know if people are respecting Tinker too much.
I can't hear you, Jimmy. Can Brian hear you? Brian, can you hear Jimmy?
Am I muted? Oh, there he goes.
I
can hear me.
I don't know. I think people are respecting Tinker too much. Like, there are a lot of counters, and people just aren't picking. I haven't seen it in the Tinker games. I haven't seen a Nyx or anything versus it. I don't know if Storm's the best counter versus Tinker, but I know that Nyx is like
Nyx,
so
Clock,
obnoxious.
Doom seem to all do pretty
Spectre
well.
even.
Spectre's decent.
Yeah. So.
It's aight. But it's in their top 5 most picked.
I also haven't seen a Navi Shadow Fiend yet. So.
Wow.
And last game, Navi banned out Doom in the first stage. Instead, they will give it to Vici this time. So, Doom Tree.
Huh. I mean, Shadow Fiend's not going to come out of Navi. Dondo has his hero now, so I mean, Havosa's never really played Shadow Fiend. Dendi's their only Shadow Fiend player.
Havosa's never played Shadow Fiend?
Yeah, they won't pick SF now. It's
Dondo's hero.
They're going to pick DS here. I think DS again, maybe.
Yeah. DS is decently. I've seen so many Doom shut
For
down
the lane.
DSs. Ugh.
I think
But
DS.
It's still pretty good. They're not Radiant. They can get away with it.
Maybe an AA. Even Furion. Furion isn't bad. I don't know. Let's see. What? Wait, Arturo, what did you say? Yeah, I think they picked it to deny VG from getting it as well. Probably. It isn't. We saw Fnatic do the same thing actually after the game. No-Tail came up and was like, we picked the Doom kind of to deny the other team from getting Doom, and he's like, they don't have much experience with the Doom, so unfortunate. I don't know if that's the best, but a Lion pick. This is some DK shit.
It is some DK shit. Well, we have a pretty active support in the Lion. Not sure whether it's Kuroki or Puppy. I think Kuroki usually plays it, but
Kuro plays it
all the time.
The same band, the Weaver band. They don't want to deal with.
Lion can deal with Weaver. So can
yeah, but
Invoker can deal with him.
I think for the laning phase, Weaver and Tree together are really annoying to play versus.
You can't really kill that hero, especially in the early phase because of the tree.
I think just focus on other heroes though, especially if they have Dark Seer or something else that does well versus the tree armor. But
and Vici's lineup is still Vici's lineup is really versatile. I mean, they can still safely do an aggro with a tree plus 2 ever. And Navi, I mean, it seems like a stable Invoker mid, and Lion's gonna be in a safe lane somewhere. Maybe with a jungler, or they're gonna.
Yeah, and Vici actually bans the DS, so they don't have something that can deal with the tree armor yet. It's not something that I can also offlane versus the tree. There's still Mirana in the pool. I haven't seen VG pick Mirana that much. When I see them pick it, usually FY plays it and support Mirana.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Havos, I've seen him play Mirana.
I've seen him play it a lot.
Yeah. Cancerous.
Doom seems pretty cancerous.
Look at him.
Looks beautiful.
Do you think the Devour nerf hit him much at all? Or is he still just going to be first pick?
I think he's
The
first pick
irrelevant.
on the Chinese teams. I don't know if the Western teams will first pick him.
Mhm.
I don't know if they value Doom that high. Some teams do, like Empire value Doom pretty high. But I think the way the Chinese teams play just fits Doom so well. Their tri-lane and their supports create so much space that the Doom, he catches up really well. Like I remember there was this game between it was DK versus Fnatic. It was the game 1, and that Doom they just fed off. Fnatic kept on feeding off off the Doom bottom lane, but Ice like 20 minutes later had the most net worth in the game. The hero can catch up so well if your teams make space for you.
He did go Midas too, and it was like it came down to a lot to his team creating a lot of space.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the same time, that's Doom being Doom,
Yeah,
being as
it's
cancerous as he is.
It's one of the strengths about the hero.
Yeah.
See a Bristleback ban coming out from Navi. I don't think Cider plays Bristleback, does he? He's
But
mostly
Bristleback with
RTK.
Tree End is very
They don't want to deal with the
insane.
Bristleback tree combo.
And just like how we said about Weaver as well. It's
Mhm.
same thought process there.
They're still Morphling in the pool. VG do love the Morphling. Lion is a decent support versus the Morphling.
But Doom really kind of counters a Lion too.
I mean, Doom counters every hero.
Yeah.
VG,
Not
what
the
else do they
tanks.
pick?
But
VG like Alchemist. That's another hero they like picking with Super. They like Lanaya. Well, Lanaya is another option for VG. I've seen Super play TA quite a bit.
He likes DK. Sometimes they pick Pugna.
I haven't seen Dragon Knight pick much in this tournament, honestly.
Yeah, a little bit less than I would have expected.
Yeah, I
for
thought
sure.
DK was going to pick a lot more. I've seen EG pick it once.
wow.
I've seen NA Rejects play it. And a Lich.
Tree armor plus frost armor. In theory,
How
like
can you push for that?
everyone always talks about it. Like, oh my gosh, it's
But
so
I
imbalanced.
don't like. I
It
feel
doesn't
like
actually
yeah,
seem
they're
like it does that
both
much.
those. Yeah, I don't know.
Napalm Stacks doesn't have enough to not
Lich can't really move around at level 1. Almost always gets sacrificed and just sits in lane. And Trin is kind of the opposite. He
But Lich
tries
gets
to
a
put a lot
pretty
of
fast
pressure
level
early.
2 because like normally when he
Yeah,
wants
I-
to deny the solo hero or whatever he's laning with, they're gonna give him the solo XP for the deny.
I agree, but still, he can't like zone out people
He can
Generally.
within like a
Not
minute and a
that
half
much.
into the
within
game.
a minute and a half. But by
I
then,
mean, if you pick a Lich, you don't want him as a safe laner anyways.
Yeah,
so
that's
yes,
true.
you can't really
It's a
zone.
mid or off
Yeah.
laner.
Oh, okay, the Wisp.
Huh.
The thing about that is Lich is actually... Lich and Tree are both decent heroes versus Wisp.
How so?
Well, Lich, I think... First off, Lich dual lanes are good versus Wisp dual lanes mid.
yes.
I know
They
Alliance
make
picked-
up a lot for it just because of the stacks alone, so I don't know if...
And Alliance, I know Alliance loves picking Lich versus the Wisp as well, because Wisp comes in with one person and... Okay,
Razor.
Razor.
Oh, shut up, Artur.
It's like Ike's deal.
VG ran this exact lineup before. I think,
Yeah, I think so too. I've seen them run Razor a fair amount.
yeah. They're going to have Razor on the short lane with the Tree and the Lich and +1 mid and Doom offlane. And Super always plays their Razor.
Doesn't Super go mid with Razor?
Sometimes mid,
I guess it
sometimes
depends on
safe
the
lane.
Depending on the mid lineup.
Yeah.
One of the... Yeah, so...
So you have our ROTK's hero, obviously.
With Lich, Zai,
Both supports. Super.
Two supports,
Disney,
core.
Siler's hero. Does Siler ever play Doom?
Siler could... No, it's gonna be... Oh, Siler does play Doom. Siler has played Doom.
Yeah. Yeah, VG actually beat NA Rejects with this lineup, similar lineup. They had Disruptor instead of Lich, I think. And that game they had a Lycan mid. But they don't have a Lycan this time. Let's see what Wisp hero that Navi pick.
keep smiling.
Do you think it's going to be Wisp +1 in middle?
Yeah,
Or is it going
Wisp
to be
tiny.
Invoker in the safe... or Invoker in mid?
They have two options. They can do the Wisp dual lane mid, and they can have Invoker short lane with the Lion, or they can switch. They can have it, but I'm not that sure because I think VG's gonna expect. VG thinks Navi's gonna have a dual lane mid with the Wisp tiny on Radiant.
And Razor suddenly became a good pick. I mean, they can do Razor Lich mid, don't you think? And what can Wiz Tiny do from there?
Not that
Kill
much.
it.
And Doom off lane and Tree and +1 top. Safe lane for or safe lane for VG. I don't know. They're Radiant.
So right now we need a Siler hero.
Siler can still play the Razor.
No, Super plays the Razor. Like
Really?
Super plays Razor.
like 99%. I don't think I've seen a Salah Razor. Maybe they do something switch up by now, but
10 seconds remaining.
So I mean, I see his Razor Lich is gonna be versus Tiny Wisp mid, and Tiny Wisp is gonna catch up from their pools unless Vici decides to ward them. Doom's gonna be their off lane, Treant's gonna support or roam Navi.
see what's Navi gonna ban. They're gonna try and ban a Siler hero as well. I think they need a core hero.
10 seconds
If they expect
remaining.
Doom in the jungle though, and Lich and Razor in the mid lane, wouldn't it be better to just sack Invoker there and just let Tiny free farm bottom and Wisp farm at the jungle?
Yeah,
Dire
I think
team
so.
pick.
But I guess it always depends on what Vici
Yeah.
is going to pick last.
Okay,
So
so
ROTK will
center.
be playing the Scent.
Navi's
Oh, wow.
turn to
And EO line can't really zone out a Scent.
Siler's on the Doom now.
I'm not entirely yeah.
It kind of seems like a face rush lineup. Like you just have tanky heroes, Doom, Razor, Centaur.
I have a feeling
Stampede.
this might be Doom offlane with the Lich Centaur dual lane mid. And
Lich
the Razor tree.
Centaur mid?
Yeah.
What?
I mean,
That's
just-
ludicrous.
10 seconds
It's a possibility.
What? Treant?
I think they just have Doom safe lane farm, Treant, farm jungle, Lich, Razor, mid, Centaur off. I think they just do standard here.
A mag, a Funnic mag.
The
Funny-
Mag Tiny combo is pretty sick if you can get the combo off, and then you have Line and Pill.
So Jimmy, being a mag player, what are you gonna look for in Funnic here this game?
I expect actually he's gonna get a lot.
Magnet.
He's really gonna get a lot though. I mean, think about the lineup. They have nothing to really hold him down. He has a buff skewer that's gonna always he's gonna leech a lot of XP. I'm not sure how much farm he's gonna get, but that's all he needs is really levels, and he's gonna get stacks from the Wisp. And I believe they're gonna give it to Mag for him to catch up. And Mag's gonna be very.
Does he need
Crucial.
to catch up though? Like if he gets a decent block off, I think he'll just be perfectly okay on top. He doesn't really need to catch up.
I really don't know how Vici's gonna do their lanes though. That's the thing. I believe they're gonna do double dual lanes, right?
yeah.
Doom.
yeah.
So I mean,
2-2-1.
Mag's gonna get everything. I mean, despite maybe Tree's gonna try to zone him
That's
out.
the way. That's the reason I think Razor should be safe lane for them. I think Razor Tree will shit on the mag.
But they're gonna shit on mid as well.
Yeah, with Lich Centaur, I don't think that should lose to Wisp Bio.
I don't think they'll
Okay, never
win.
mind.
though.
Yeah, so RTK is playing the Centaur. That's not.
prepare for battle.
And Salar is playing the Doom.
Well, introducing lineup for Game 2 of Vici versus Navi in the winners bracket. On the Dire side, we have Vici Gaming hailing from China, ROTK on the Centaur, Super on the Razor, Siler on the Doombringer, FY on the Lich, and Fenrir on the Treant Protector. And on the Radiant, we have Navi, Havos playing the Centaur, Tiny, Funnic playing the Magnus, Kuroki on the Wisp, Puppy on the Lion, last but not least, Dendi on the Invoker. Has
Yeah.
not
Oh.
yet skilled up an Orb.
What's in
Tenny's
his
going
hat?
Wex Quas.
I think he is going Quas Wex with the Blades of Attack.
Did you actually see Tiny's build? He actually went a circler over a Stout. Or like, I guess he's gonna go drums for.
If he's going safe lane, I think it's better.
Really? No, why? If they start
you have
stacking or
enough,
pulling,
so you have enough mana for your combo.
you're gonna have enough for a combo anyways with branches.
I
Yeah,
think
I
the
mean, he could have
lane's
gone 2
set up.
branches, but he
He
also
needs
wants
3
boots.
branches because once level 2 you'll have the mana.
Yeah. Well,
But I don't know because it's like once he pulls on the safe lane, he can't really tank a
you're
creep.
hating on Navi circlets today, man.
Yeah, dude. I love
Why
Navi.
is he getting 2 circlets? What does he think he's doing?
Oh, whatever, man.
I actually think the tree can solo zone mag out pretty well, regardless of what heroes top.
But it's Radiant. I don't know.
I mean, if he pulls the lane back, if they deny it well, and
yeah,
then
if they deny it, well, it'll be okay.
it's a boots tree, so
Beats Tree and Boots Razor.
At the same time, if he zones out, he might be able to skewer him in the tower. So Fenrir can't play that aggressively.
is there an option that not VG can go like have a dual lane off lane as well?
They could,
Possibly.
but I think they get punished for it.
That's why I stared into your eyes.
The line has to make some moves this game, I think. But looking at Puppy, he bought all the support items.
Alright, here we go, boys.
There's no stats.
You think a first blood will happen right here?
Don't think so. Both teams play pretty safely right now.
Dude, Funix got the skewer on lock, man.
He wins, I lose. I lost my game.
He does. I think Vici's first blood is a little bit stronger, though.
They're actually gonna go for a loop around. There's a potential first blood. Look at the line drawn by Puppy.
Uh-oh.
There's no way that.
Puppy or Hobos. Deep breaths.
Razor, Tree, such strong heroes.
They aren't even scared at all, man.
They're just running in.
They
They're
did not
charging in.
hesitate.
Oh, Kuro going for the little whack.
Oh, Puppy?
30 seconds.
Oh. Going with the hoof stomp at level 1 on the Centaur.
VG has a really insanely tanky lineup.
There's no way that Navi can contest level 1.
Yeah,
You
not
have a
against
Tree
Leech
and a
Seed.
Razor, and all these tanky heroes.
Wait, why are they actually?
So it looks like they're
No,
gonna
but
work.
I like that from VG right there. No hesitation whatsoever. They just charge right in.
They really didn't care at all.
They're gonna ward the camp there, the big camp, so that Wisp can't stack for the tree, the tiny. That's really good.
Puppy didn't get it.
And looks like they're gonna have a aligned Invoker shortly.
They pinged it off. Yellow pinged it off.
And look at Razor. Yeah, he is actually going safe lane. So like I thought at the start, I've seen them whenever they give Razor the tree, it's gonna be a Razor tree dual lane, and that shits on like offlaners. It's really hard to lane rush that.
That's
And
true.
and Doom actually does decent versus Wisp tiny mid. He's really tanky, and you just can't get too low, so you can't get bursted. And he can always get stuff from the lane with Devour as well.
And Lich didn't actually help him out. Looks like he denied the
Yeah, so they're gonna
off
do
lane.
lane.
So it's a 2-1-2, not 2-2-1. Interesting.
Vici got a lucky illusion rune too, so Puppy probably thinks the illusion blocked rather than the ward itself.
So Siler is gonna get quite a bit mid. I feel, as long as he doesn't die, just soaks up EXP and he gets Devours up. They're gonna be their dual lane mid isn't gonna be that effective versus the tiny or versus the.
Oh, wow. Whoa, almost a first blood there. Good secure by Funnick, it seems like. I don't know if he pulled them back to the tower, but it seems
I
like
think he
did.
had to, yeah. That was close. Well,
It's a pretty slow paced game right now.
Let's see if Navi has some Fnatic Wisp tiny mid.
I'm not sure if he spotted out the ward on the big neutrals yet either.
yeah, I don't think so. They did see both illusions around that small camp, though, so they should know that it's horde. It's only a sentry, though. We'll be up again by 3 minutes.
And Puppy did find the ward after all.
Their big camp is still blocked though. It's gonna hurt.
Without having a range hero in mid, though, Wisp can just is free to harass Doom all day, every day. Like Razor can actually trade some harass.
I mean, essentially, this is kind of like a off lane Doom, because
Yeah,
he is
that's
sacked
true.
versus lane. But it's like I said, the hero,
He's much safer,
yeah,
though.
he can catch up.
We got bottom lane. Lich and Lion running around each other. They're trying to do ward.
Who's gonna get it?
Lion's gonna try to stun. Puppy. You got
Actually,
it.
they want to kill him, and Invoker just sits there.
What's Puppy? Oh, Puppy's gonna get first blooded here.
Oh shit!
Oh no, he's
Puppy.
Is under attack.
They should get him.
It's first blood. Wow, good, very good rotation by
Oh.
Puppy there.
That
Or
was
Kuro.
Curl. Oh my god! If they get a
Potential double kill now too, actually. Yo, he might die here. Puppy's gonna have another stun.
Oh, and the retether, but
No, but he does have boots on him, so he's not gonna be able to catch him. And a regen being picked up.
Oh, Puppy!
Puppy!
Poopy!
wow.
Puppy and Curl just carried that.
And now full mana again for Puppy. That's
Wow. Wow.
wow indeed.
Puppy's fully healed from that. That was a really good rotation by KKY there.
I think it was really good baiting out by Puppy. He like kind of.
Well, it looked like he was gonna die. I thought he was gonna die myself too.
Well, he would have just straight ran away if he thought he was gonna die. He was hiding in the trees waiting for Lich to come up.
Good play by both of them.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
Pop-
he played better.
Who played better?
Poopy.
So it is a Quas Exort Invoker. Unusual to see that with the Blades of Attack first, but still not bad. Not bad. Funnick hasn't really been zoned out at top.
He's getting his levels. He's not really. He's getting his farm now. I mean, he has a creep wave on his tower.
With the tree armor, it's hard to kill this Doom mid. He's also getting a lot of experience as well.
Yeah.
Silas shouldn't die mid.
No, especially not if you
he's
bought
farming
a
quite
Crows.
well also.
Well, Super in the safe lane, doing very, very well. 16 and 8.
Sunstrike.
Oh, barely misses, and there's just no help though. He throws tree armor up. Lich pretty much
As soon as I call, he's not gonna die. He dies, dude. I don't know what's going on.
Professional caster.
Smoke popped. Wisp tiny. No mana left on Havost. Kuroki tether slow.
Why?
Frost armor already put up on Fenrir, and there goes the Leech Seed on Kuroki. A couple of punches. Tether should be up any second now. Leech Seed.
Oh god.
Oh.
This is a disaster for VG.
The insane aggression by Navi, though.
Yeah.
I told you Navi's gonna win, dude.
Yeah,
Coming
Artur,
from the
can you
old man
relax?
himself.
Yeah, now Kuroki has bottle too, able to get runes. They pretty much have mid and bottom on lockdown now, so they just need to continue putting out pressure on Sylar. Super, I feel like they can deal with later at this rate. He'll easily die in an RP, and Tiny can just
it's a
kill him.
razor.
Yeah, it is a razor.
Whenever you ever been afraid, oh, that razor's getting free farm. Tiny's getting free farm.
Razor's scary sometimes, but I don't think in this particular situation he is.
KKY actually has an illusion. He's gonna stack like 3 camps maybe.
Is Fenrir gonna die? They have cold snap up.
Looks like, I mean, they're just gonna have to
What is he
ditch this
doing?
lane. I actually do not know what he's doing.
He thinks he's a tree. You know, when you play tree, you think you're like.
Unstoppable.
I mean, he already almost gave up first blood on top, like very first creep wave, and he's still continuing to play like he's Superman. And after this many deaths, stack and pull, man. Stack and pull.
He ain't Superman anymore, that's for sure. Navo's finishing off his trucks as well.
So is Super going for an early mech after his phase?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
looks like
right
it.
now, KKY is actually really the MVP. I mean, he has really great rotation coming out.
Yeah.
Here goes maybe another potential kill in mid.
Well, there is the Lich sitting right behind him, but Sylar, I don't know if Living Armor's actually come out yet.
Oh, Dendushki!
Dendushki.
Nice Sunstrike coming out there, and Kuroki and Havo secure yet another kill. 6-0 Navi. Definitely not going down without a fight.
And Dendy's just farming it up as well.
I wasn't really sure if that Sunstrike was going to kill because the creep wolf was down on top of him, but I guess he was low enough.
Part of me thinks Sylar could honestly just farm more in the jungle right now.
I think so too. They can just kind of Lich sack there.
Yeah, let's just sit there with some boots or whatever and soak up the XP.
I mean, he's going to have to play really insanely passive because it looks like does Navi have a ward on their hill? Because he can just toss
both
into him.
Both have wards on the hill.
Yeah, he can just toss him in. Lich is just going to feed as well.
But it looks like it did get sentryed, so now Vici will have a little bit more of a foothold onto the mid lane.
A brand new ward being de-warded by
Tree
KKY.
Predictor's only level 2 though.
Yeah, on top of that, dude, Kuro's almost level 6. At 6 minutes into the game.
That's actually
I
quite
still-
ridiculous.
I
That's
still
insane.
don't like the Lich Tree support combo that well together, in my opinion. Yeah, you have that the tree armor or whatever, but I don't know.
It doesn't actually seem like it
Yeah,
does too much.
I like other heroes with the tree.
It's not aggressive enough, I feel like. I guess, anyways. ROTK will actually switch to mid. Sylar off to the jungle. He is level 6 on the Doombringer. Picked up a Satyr creep, but still very, very poor.
But is he
Brown
going to
Blue
really do
Stout
anything with
bottle.
that Doom? No.
I mean, he can still gank Dendy. I guess Dendy's not in a...
Maybe on top lane. I mean, is Trine's up there? And they can, if they get his, what do you call it, second spell off, Leech Seed off with the Doom, it should be an easy kill before he gets a skewer off. But I don't know.
Puppy tries to de-ward on bottom, but doesn't have any
Are
vision
they
left
trying
on
to
the high
push bottom
ground.
lane? Do they have a double?
No.
Yeah, they have a double wave
Oh,
with
he-
that upload.
Yeah, but no supports incoming. They can't push with this
Yeah,
unless they
full
get a
vision
kill.
of puppies surrounding him too.
Sunstrike comes out of mid and will not connect. Tavos does have enough mana to combo up. Dendy looks like he will be going for a Midas.
That's fine. Navi don't have to force anything right now, honestly. They can just sit back and farm. They win late game. Like quite a bit.
Yeah, and if Vici overextends, they can just punish him so heavily with
And
relocate.
They're actually going to make that play after all. Whis is actually level 6 with the haste.
Well, can they even get the kill on Funny here? I feel like if they do,
If they fail, they're just gonna die to the Wisp
Yeah.
TP, right?
it's pretty
Well,
risky.
He's going to have RP as well, so I don't know. Well, Doom will be off. I mean, if Leash gets off, Funnick is going to die, but they might get a counter kill because of the Whis Tiny. This is it right here.
Smoke popped.
Oh, no.
Well, does Super even have what level is
gonna- he's
plasma field? And no relocate, surprising. Okay, never mind. JK. Stun toss combo comes out on Sylar, but he's still surviving. Super static linking Havost up, and looks like they'll both just escape safely. Is he? I thought he almost broke his tether there, and they'll just return mid. So all in
Drained
all,
all of Favos's damage as well.
yeah, just one kill on Magnus. Magnus already bought his Arcane Boost, not the biggest loss in the world there. ROTK, how's he doing on Blink
They're
Dagger
gonna push
status?
top. So this is kind of that VG. Maybe they can rebound with this. push,
Radiant's top
get the tower.
is under attack.
They have mech up on the Razor.
Yeah, I feel like they have a pretty good window, like when Super gets his mech and before Funny gets his Blink Dagger, and they can start 5-manning and taking out towers and try and get a lead back in this game.
But like I said, Navi, as long as they don't make a huge mistake, it's looking good for them.
Then they're in a really good position right now. I mean, Mag got all his levels. He got Arcane Boots at level 7. So I mean, like, I don't know. Vici can't really push the tower as easy as it seems, despite their early kill. They didn't even get that much damage on the tier 1 tower. And Navi's pressuring bottom tower now. It seems like they're gonna even get
No, they should be able to get this with the Razor keeping it.
Meatball comes in, and
That was really cocky indeed. There.
yeah, he cold snap, got unstable currented.
He actually missed the Sun Strike. I think that's what it was.
Artur, what happened? Oh, something. You said something.
I mean, if it was
Dire's
anyone
top
but Razor,
tower is under attack.
Yeah.
But it was Razor.
Kuroki and Funnick looking to hook up. They have pinged out on Doombringer, but it looks like Doombringer will just casually walk away. Looks like Tiny not going for straight ags. Will get drums in the interim.
That's what his early circlet was for, bro.
I know.
But the Ancients
You're
getting
hating on
stacked.
this so
Navi
far.
is stacking the Ancients.
I wasn't hating. I was just saying. I questioned it. I wasn't hating.
So those two plays from BG were pretty good. Getting Fendi bottom and killing
Dire's
Funnick
middle
top.
tower is under
Dandy could have just run away.
Yeah. I guess that was Dendy's mistake there, but VG did turn into a good kill. And did that delay Dendy's Midas? Did he have the Midas before he died then?
Did he get his den?
He didn't.
No. Wow.
That actually was pretty big then.
Yeah. He would have finished his Midas already.
And they saved the tower. It was at like, what, maybe 150 HP before it fell. But it
Well,
might
he has
die
a-
again
he has a
here.
double wave again.
Not enough time for Tree Armor to heal it up.
He barely
So
healed
that
it
tree
up.
has like barely any net worth.
So we got the Frost Armor.
Woo!
Oh,
Frost
okay.
Armor.
And then he got the tower. And his Midas is complete now.
And
So they're
Wisp
prepping for a TP top or something with the RP.
They're being ready to TP.
Yeah, they want to go on ROTK.
they have a Stampede though. He has to catch him in a skewer or an RP. Or I think
This
he
is
can
it?
Stampede away.
Oi! There. Oh, he used it! What?
Sorry.
Okay, whatever, man.
Super Tree Armored up, looking for Dendy on bottom. And yeah, they didn't actually commit to the relocate though, so not the biggest loss in the world for Navi. Funny probably just going to be farming up for his Blink Dagger anyways. Havost and Kuro putting pressure on the mid lane. That tower is really low, and with the tree this under leveled, oh, actually Super links up Havost, but with the tether move speed, you can easily run away. Tree Armor comes out, but I mean, they're able to siege towers against a tree. That's not really what you want if you're Vici right now. They need to start 5-manning, I feel, with a mech.
Siler picking off the little ninja double damage rune.
They have to be.
Puppy's
waiting
actually, oh my god, he's 150 gold off Blink, and he's not even level 6.
Is ROTK really far from his blink? He looks quite poor. He's like around 800 away.
Not looking that bad.
Lion picking up, that's a pretty relatively early Blink, don't you think? 13 minutes
That's
in?
really early, I think.
He hasn't been buying any awards, I feel. And
He has
got
3 kills.
3 kills as well.
3 kills, 17 TS.
Maybe one set of wards.
I'm sure he has bot wards. It's the kills and the tower.
The supports on Navi have just been playing extremely well this game.
That-
It's like a little bit of a greedy duo, Lion and Wisp. But
I mean, I feel like once Mag gets his Blink, it's like Vici really needs to start sticking together because I mean he's just gonna start comboing even one person.
but if they stick together and they
they can
get
still get
RP'd.
him in a bigger wombo combo. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's kind of lose-lose for Vici. So
What do you feel like they need to do there?
I thought they should have started grouping up together a long time ago
With the mech, right?
with the mech,
Yeah.
and before Funny gets his blink.
They
Once he
need-
gets his blink, they can't really do
They need
anything.
to push that safe lane tower, I feel. The tower in the top lane.
Well, he does have his Blink now. He just wants
Let's
to
see
get
how
his
low
level
it
6.
is. They did push
No,
it
no,
before.
blink on Magnus.
Tier 1 on
Oh,
Radiant.
okay.
Yeah. So that should be one of the objectives, I feel, for VG. They need to get this tower down. But Mag just keeps spamming it with Shockwave.
Vici's also not really moving around too much either. I guess like after they're
I
dying,
think they're
they're
just waiting for
rotating lanes.
Centaur Blink.
Yeah.
Actually, he's really close though, huh? 300 off.
Mm-hmm. So
7.
why exactly did they pick Razor over other superheroes?
Tiny? Oh, did he pick Razor after
They
Tiny?
picked after the Invoker and the.
Was
and
it after
Lion.
Tiny or
And the
before the
Lion.
Tiny?
I think they like the Razor with the tree as well.
Since ult coming off. Did he RP? He did
Oh.
RP. Oh. Tree armor coming in.
And Super gonna drop pretty soon. He does have his mech. He had already used it. Kuroki, 3 seconds left on the TV. Is he going to make out? No, he will not.
Avos is going to die now because of it.
Oh, no.
Why didn't he just chain for the slow? He doesn't really need to, I guess.
Yeah.
Is he hasted
Everything's
too?
going wrong for Navi right now.
Doom's hasted and with the double damage. Double rune.
Vici's playing really well, actually. It's up to Dendi right now, I feel. He's pressuring bottom tower, and Puppy is hiding in the fog with the blink. He's gonna go in. FY God is dead.
No finger needed.
Nice deafening blast to finish it off. And I mean, yeah, they lost one fight, but it was a couple of unfortunate events, and that was even before finding out his Blink Dagger. I feel like just a little bit of better execution and one more item, the Blink Dagger on Magnus, they'll be in a very, very good position.
Dendi's farming so well too. He's like the highest level by far in the game.
Yeah, he's just been chilling bottom the whole entire time.
He's silent like last game.
Vici benefited more out of net worth and experience by Navi.
Razor's actually quite up there. He's playing well. They still haven't been able to get a tower.
They haven't even killed Super yet either.
Dire's structures are
The
fortified.
mid lane looks like Tree and Protector trying to hold this tower off, but it is under siege from the Tiny Wisp, and I think he actually knows that he's there because the Wisp balls actually disappeared, and they get the tower for free, uncontested by Vici. So Centaur should have his Blink Dagger up by now, or should be very, very close. 2066 gold. Thanks, Mott.
He has it.
Ogre Club dropped here. Who dropped their Ogre Club? Who has an Ogre Club?
Tiny. Tiny's going Ags.
Oh, okay. I didn't know he had his point boost already too. Dang. It's a scary Tiny.
Yeah. If he didn't have that one death, he would have been.
Radiant's
I think he died before he
would have
bought
had
his
Ags
point
maybe in
booster.
like a minute more.
So Centaur finally farms his Blink, but I mean it comes out later than Puppy's Lion.
Yeah, he hasn't. The bottom lane didn't go well for VG at all.
And
The
Puppy
Lich
knows
was
where it's at. I
Centaur
mean,
lane.
he's defending Dendi, and any person that comes out, they're gonna instantly die.
Oh,
the
fun
Blink-
against his Blink
Funnick's
Dagger, but it's gonna come out a little bit too late.
Oh, wow. I thought Puppy blinked still.
Oh,
RP! Oh my god, 4-man RP.
Oh,
Douchey.
Navi, funny.
This is Navi right here.
Ouch. 3-man RP comboed into the stun toss. Fenrir trying to slow down Havos. They're trying to catch ROTK. His Blink will get stopped. He'll get tossed in place. Hoofstock comes out. Skewer maybe attempted off cooldown. And ROTK.
Blast and toss. Nope. He's gonna that
So
one.
4-0 wipe. That Blink Dagger from Funnick completely caught them off guard there.
And that's Aghanims on Havos right now after this tower.
But Navi just anticipated that gank from VG. All 5 of them were missing. Then he looked like a pretty ripe target, and they just fell right into the bait. So after this, I mean, Vici, they can't really 5-man. They can't really split push at this point. They don't have better late game. They're really underfarmed. They don't have a good Roshan lineup. What do they do to try and fight their way back?
It looks rough. It's when you lose versus Wisp, it's hard to come back because when Wisp has a good start, and when he's on the lead, you have a lot of map control. It's like you gank any of the other 3 heroes on Navi, and the Wisp Tiny can always TP in, and so VG have to go for the ganks on the Wisp and the Tiny. I feel it's hard to unless they can really burst someone instantly.
That's true. I always feel that Kuro's in a pretty good position, though. Like, if they go on them, they're probably going to get RP'd or have to overcommit in some way.
That's the problem. It's hard for VG to get pickoffs now. Their lineup I felt had to get do really well in the early game. Their play was to win bottom lane with the Let's Centaur, but it didn't go that well. And their plan was to crush top. They did crush top, but they didn't do well bottom.
18-minute Axe pickup on the Tiny. Invoker closing in on his Necro 3. Top tower will go down uncontested for Dendi yet again. So 250 gold until Necro Book. 3.
That's insane.
Yeah, Treant's not even level 6 yet.
This is a rough Treant game.
Yeah, maybe they'll be able to trade this tower, but in the process, Navi pressuring mid and top lane.
They're going to defend
TPD
it.
is disappointed with this Treant's performance. Shaking his head.
Oh wait, he just whoa! He just RP nothing.
Yeah, I think he just
whiffed it.
RP blink. But Stampede comes out. Funnick actually getting stopped by ROTK will fall. Puppy gets leech seeded, and he will also fall. So
They should get mid tower. They got mid tower.
Doom on Dendi. Dendi's gonna fall now too. He just picked up his book 3.
Why did he still go in
base
after he failed RP?
I mean, I think he was at a point of no return there. I mean, he's like he's telling his team, let's go. His team's trying to commit.
They are getting
he
mid tower,
failed,
though.
and they're already overcommitted to it, and they had to go from there.
wasn't that
He
bad.
didn't have to. He was just sitting in the trees. His blink was his RP was on cooldown for like 10 seconds, so he'd used it, or a few seconds already, and he used it, and then.
No, I'm
he
sure
just, like, blinked
during
it.
the momentum, you're kind of screaming and shouting to your team, go,
I
go,
guess
go, go. And the team
Maybe they
very
expected to
committed.
relocate too, but it was almost certain death.
It was good that he didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, this is exactly what Vici was looking for, a mistake by Navi, and they capitalized off that. They got a tower, and they got 3 very good kills out of it.
To be fair, they were spread out very well too. So even had he connected with the RP, it would probably been a 1 hero RP, maybe 2.
But that would have been perfect for Navi. I mean, Navi has a huge advantage at this point right here.
I mean, it's still fine, I feel, because they got the tier 2 tower mid. And now...
They got a lot of damage on the tier 3 too.
And Wisp Tiny are just... They're just farming everything right now on the map.
They both need to heal.
Puppy smoking top, perhaps looking for a
Life
kill on the
steal.
backup
Vlad's
relocate.
up on Curl.
Well, that's a really good item.
And it's only going to be a 2-man top. Dendy's still just farming by his lonesome. Looks like it may just be there to ward.
RP's going to be up in 10 seconds too.
They're pinged out on mid. Looks like Lich is in a lot of danger. Is he
Fly's
going to hit
dead.
the skewer?
Oh.
Too scared.
BKB picked up on Doom too.
They didn't have vision of the other supports or heroes, so they went away.
It was pretty risky.
Centaur?
TK? What? How did they know he was in this?
Oh, baited.
I have no idea. Oh, they had that ward up there. So, looks like ROTK will stop.
RTK.
His blink is off cooldown in a couple of seconds. Doom goes out on Kuroki. A few man RP, but Sylar already BKB'd up. Meatball to follow. Sylar will go down. So Vici, valiant effort from there, but they are just getting cleaned up. Relocate back
this is a really good chain coming off though. Chain's still bouncing.
Is it really going to be able to do that much? And they are just crumbling at this point. Earn Wisp Balls, and FY will die. So 4-4-1, 4-4-2. Wisp actually buy back.
Yeah,
Wisp had bought back. So 4-4-2 and a buyback, and this tower.
Be
Tree armor. I mean, tree armor's not going to do anything versus this. Mass summons and Ag's tiny. 20 minutes in. ROTK perhaps looking for a stun. Gets a 3-man stun. Tether comes out immediately. Super wraps around from the back.
Good
Super skewered back. ROTK living armored. Wisp will be tossed on him. Will the Wisp Balls be able to finish him off? Plus the earn? Probably not. Kuroki tethers back to the left side of the fight. Havos whacking on the range racks. And Puppy goes in with a blink. Hex on Sylar. Range racks.
RTK, what a man. What RTK? What a man.
3-man stun coming out from Havos. Toss will clean up the Treant Protector, and GG comes out. So very dominant play from Navi supporters. They just completely ran away with it in the early game. And I think that Vici just kept going bottom, like, hey, well, whatever, let's keep going. We can still do stuff. We got tree.
Hey, Havo seems really happy there too.
They lost 2 lanes really hard. They lost mid. Like, the Doom was not having a good time at all. He had 2 deaths, and then they lost bottom as well. When you lose 2 lanes that hard, it's really hard to come back in the game, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Wisp just went crazy in that game.
I mean, who would you say is the MVP? I give my MVP to Kuro.
I would say Kuro.
I think Kuro and
Kuro for
Puppy
sure.
both. That
Puppy
move-
contributed a lot by baiting them.
I mean, the moves he made bottom lane with the Blink Dagger, with Dendi and stuff were pretty cool as well.
Both the supports from Navi.
So, now series tied at 1-1. What do you think is going to happen in the third game? Who do you think is going to win? It seems like their draft and gameplay was a lot better. Vici kind of like fell into it and just kind of threw themselves against a wall
I mean,
instead of playing passively.
the past 2 losses Navi had with Disable. In this game, they first pick a line. They're like, we want the Disable. So they had it.
Lion Invoker, first pick.
I'd be
I don't
curious
know.
to see Tree's win rate over 6.81B. I don't know if we have a large enough sample size yet, but
Overall, or you're just saying for Navi?
no, overall, because Leech Seek got hit from 24 to 15 x6 pulses, but you have to remember that it's not only the damage, you heal less too.
But no
So-
one is going aggressive tri-lane with the tree as well, I'm noting.
Not
I think-
anymore.
Well, everyone's still trying to play aggressively with Tree.
Yeah, I
as
mean,
we
but like
saw.
the aggro tri-lane, there's still, if you have a strong aggro tri-lane, I think like Bane tree +1, it's hard to deal with him. I think still.
So what do you think went wrong from Vici aside from the atrocious?
They constantly got baited.
Stuff on bottom.
I mean, Navi was baiting very well. I mean, okay, well, that's pretty much it. I mean, Kuro making really good plays, and from the bottom rotation back to mid, they got another kill on the
Do you think it
Doom.
was an outdraft? No,
No, I don't think it was an outdraft. It was an outplay.
Because VG had
What
a
about
similar
Razor?
lineup.
Do you think the Razor was really weak pick? Like, it
No.
didn't really seem like he did anything that game.
Because I think the same game VG had versus NA Rejects, they had a similar lineup, and the Razor went ham versus Snake King's Tiny that game. I think the picks were fine. It's just the stuff that happened in the laning phase was not.
Was it worth it for them to lane the Razor up top? You talked about how it would shut down the mag, but it didn't seem like it really did anything, and Sylar just got demolished in mid lane.
I mean, seeing as how both these games went, it's like it all depends on the early game. I mean, Vici dominated early game in the first game. They won the game pretty handily. Like, it was very obvious that they were going to win, and then Navi was the same way. I mean, they're very dominant in the early game, and they were winning throughout the rest of the game. So
I would say the first game, it wasn't that
it wasn't
bad.
as bad, but I mean, like, it was kind of obvious. I mean, Morphling was having too much space, and it's like very obvious from there. I mean, if they
So
weren't
it's pretty
keeping
much a
Morph
support
down-
play. Ban Enchantress if you're Navi, and or maybe pick it up yourself.
So both teams play Enchantress.
So it's all about the first 10 minutes. That's what Jimmy says.
I agree with him.
Who do you think's going to win, though?
Um,
You guys both said Navi going into game 1. How about game
I'm still
3?
confident Navi should take it.
I still believe in Navi.
You still believe in Navi?
Yeah.
Navi.
I'll go with Navi, too. Yeah.
I mean, I think if VG get their picks, their Enchantress and stuff like that, I don't think it's like they're too good with that lineup. So
Cool. Well, thank you guys for joining me for game 2 of Vici versus Navi. Game 3 will be coming up next. The series is tied 1-1. Our last game of the day coming up. Surely to be a good one. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back after a quick break.